Hey everyone, it's me, Melissa Haole, and today is going to be a tutorial on solids. So I've been dying to wear this solid. It came out with our spring collection for 2019, and it's blue. So yes, my favorite color is blue. I had to wear this one, and I can't believe it's taken me this long to actually put it on. So today we're going to be looking at Greeking Out. Now, isn't this a gorgeous shade of blue? So let's get to it. All right, so here's our packaging. So I'm just gonna flip this over and open it up. There's a little, you can see the open tab there. So just pull that to the right, and then you'll find that everything you need in your package is ready for you. So you can definitely do your nails on the go. So inside you'll find a prep pad, a nail file, and then our Color Street nail strips. Now make sure you start off with that prep pad because it's so important to make sure that your nail beds are nice and clean before you apply your Color Street. Otherwise, your adhesion might not be the best. So grab that prep pad, make sure that you go ahead and clean off all of your nails. And then you'll find that I also like to do the pads of my thumb and my index finger because that's the area that I'm going to be using to touch the nail strips. Just keeping it all as clean as possible. And now for the fun, the nail strips. So you're going to open that up. There is a little tear in the corner, so you can easily just pull that. You could also use scissors if you can't find it. And then pull out your nail strips. Now, there's more than 8. You might look like there's only 8 there, but once you pull them out, you'll see it's double layered in your packaging. So that means you have 8 nail strips per hand. So it's really going to help you for sizing and getting that perfect fit. All right, so you want to choose the correct nail strip for your nail bed. And I always say a little wider is better than a little too shy because you don't want to see the sides of your nails after you apply your manicure. So once you grab the right size, you're just going to go ahead and remove the top cover. So I'm just going to pull that tab to the left here. And then I also need to remove the backing. So you'll see where that gray and white meet. That's where you can easily lift the gray part away to reveal your entire nail strip. Now the top is completely dry, but it's the underside that's a little tacky. But don't worry, you can still touch that. I like to hold it right from the middle. That gives me the most flexibility when doing my placement. So don't feel that you can't touch the underneath. Another thing to note too is that those nail strips, the different ends also have different widths. So I'm going to actually switch it over to the other side. I just remove that little tab because I want the wider end for my pinky nail. All right, so I'm going to place it now as close to the cuticle line on my nails. Now, just so you know, I did push back my cuticles before doing my nails. So that's a really important step too. But anyway, you want to make sure it's not on your skin and your cuticle skin because it's not going to adhere properly. And later on, you're going to have lifting. So make sure your nail strip is only on the nail bed. Now, the more you work with Color Street, you're going to find your own methods for putting them on. But I like to first start off on the base. I usually go back and forth, left and right to kind of commit to my placement. And then I try to smooth it up through the center and through the sides. Now, solids are a little bit thinner than, say, our glitters. So I would definitely say if you're brand new, glitters are definitely the easiest to put on. But just be careful with your solids. You want to make sure that you're getting the sides pulled nice and taut. So giving it a little stretch, I'm just going to, with my thumbnail, go underneath the nail to remove the excess. And then I'll do it on the other side as well. So I kind of do it in 2 steps. So just pull it nice and taut and then onto the side. That one, a little broken, but that's okay. We can clean that up. I'll get back to that nail in a minute, but I have excess. And if you do it right, you can actually use that on another nail. Now, if your nails are really long, this might not work for you, but check it out. 1 strip, 2 nails. Now, that's what I call being cost effective. And that's why I like to have friends over when I do my nails because then we can usually share one package together. It's great. And then you just want to really make sure you smooth out so that there's no bubbles and no bumps and no wrinkles or puckers on the sides. Now, these are solids because they're thinner. They tend to show everything. So if you're someone like me who does have ridges on your nails, I tend to have them on my ring finger. You can, underneath your Color Street, use other polishes like a ridge filler. Because this is 100% polish, it can be layered on top of nail polish. Just remember, if your original nail polish is older and coming off, that might change the longevity of your Color Street. So again, just folding the excess over the nail and then using my thumb to go behind it. Now, if your nails are not as long as mine, you can also use a nail file to help score the edge. And I do have some other videos that show that. So I'll link one of those as well for you guys. All right, so let's get back to cleaning up our first nail because we did have that overhang on the left side. All right, so one of my favorite tools besides using my regular thumbnail is a cuticle stick. And what I like about it is that they're inexpensive. You can toss them when they're no longer sharp and they really work well in getting on those sides and kind of carving into that excess. So I'm just kind of pushing in at different spots, kind of making little dots. And then I'll just go down the line to really carve the rest of it out and then pull away the excess. Nowadays, because my nails are longer, I'll usually just use my thumbnail on my other hand to go in there and do the same steps. But cuticle sticks, you can get them on Amazon. I'll link it in the description so you guys can check that out as well. Now, another tool I use pretty much only for solids are one of these plastic cuticle sticks. That rubber tip really helps out when you're trying to smooth around the edges, especially around that cuticle line. I've had a lot of customers tell me this is a game changer once they went and tried one of these cuticle pushers. All right, now for the next nail. You'll see I like to work from my pinky all the way to my thumbs because I like to use my thumbs a lot to clean up excess and all that good stuff. So grab your strips. You want to size it. Again, remembering that there's different widths on the different ends. And then it's the same drill, guys. You're just going to grab your nail strip, pull off that top cover, and then also the backing to reveal your nail strip. Now, when you first place down your nail strip, if it's a little off, you can actually lift it back up carefully and place it again. So don't feel like the first place you put it is where you have to commit. But once you like your placement, that's when I like to commit by going back and forth at the base. And I like to smooth it up the center and also through the sides, like the center out to the sides. And pulling it taut on the sides. Not too hard though, you don't want to tear it, but give it a little stretch. That's when I go in and then pull it over the nail and go under it with my fingernail. And then do the same thing on the other side. Over and behind. Just smooth it out. And then again, I'm just going to go in, clean up any excess. Make sure we don't leave any polish on the skin, on the cuticles, keeping it all in that nail bed. All right, while I'm working on the rest of my nails, can we just talk a bit about the length of my nails? Because this is a little crazy, guys. My nails never get this long. And I've had a lot of people recently reaching out to me from seeing my photos on Instagram asking, what am I doing differently? Why are my nails getting so much longer? So I don't really know. I haven't done anything. I'm not using any specific nail strengtheners or anything like that. What I think it is, I think it's because lately I've been doing a lot of layering my looks. So instead of having one strip on my nails, I'm doing two. And I think just the extra weight of the nail polish is just allowing my nails to grow longer because they're not breaking. So again, I just want to make sure you're aware that I'm not saying that this product changes your nails. It doesn't strengthen your nails. But for me, having two layers on definitely made it so that my nails were longer than normal because they just weren't breaking. So you might want to try that, especially those of you who have nails that are very thin. Maybe you've been using gels for a long time or you've just stopped using acrylics. Whatever your nail history is, double layering your nail strips can really help you if you're trying to grow out your nails. I tend to just double layer with whatever solid I'm working with, or maybe I'm using a solid and then I put an enhancement on top of it, such as a glitter or one of our transparencies. But we also have a product called Clear as Day, which is basically a clear top coat that you would think you should put on top of your nail strips. But a little tip I'd like to share is that I like to put Clear as Day underneath my solids. That way I don't have to worry about my top coat being perfectly placed. And with Clear as Day, for the same price as a solid, you get double the amount of strips. So you know how earlier I showed you that one sleeve had 16 nail strips? Well, Clear as Day comes with two of those sleeves that each have 16 nail strips. Now, I did a product review on Clear as Day in a previous video, so I'll again link that in the description. Make sure you open up that description box, guys. Now, at the beginning of this video, I mentioned that this particular nail strip, Greeking Out, came out with our spring line. But just last week, we had our Color Street annual conference, and they announced that Greeking Out will remain in the fall lineup. Now, one thing about our creative team at Color Street is that they're very much on the pulse of fashion trends. So they're following what the runway shows are going on with colors, and this is definitely a color that's on trend and will remain on trend. So that's why we're going to continue to see it. So that's exciting because I think a lot of you are really going to like this color. Oh, I wanted to share one more thing that I've been doing recently that I've really been enjoying, and it's with the solids. Now, many of you who've been watching my videos know that I'm a glitter girl. I love the sparkle, I love the shine, I love the glitter. But what I've been doing with the solids is I've been applying them and wearing them, and then after a few days, I will then go over and layer my look. So it's kind of like with the same nail strip, I get to enjoy it in a solid way, and then I also get to enjoy it in a more bedazzled way. Did I just say bedazzled? Anyway, check out my Instagram if you're not already following me there. And if I do amp up this look, I'll definitely post a picture of it there for you guys to look. And maybe I'll even film it for you guys. We'll see. All right, so we're just about ready to finish up this hand, and then I'll do the other hand. Now, when I'm filming, it definitely takes me a lot longer than when I do it at home. I can typically have my whole manicure done between 8 and 10 minutes. If I'm layering my look, a little bit longer. Now, when I first started out and wasn't as comfortable with Color Street, it took me probably closer to 20 minutes. So comment below, let me know, how long does it usually take you to do your Color Street? Okay, so one question I recently had on a video was, Melissa, can you show us how you do your last thumb? You always skip that part. So I wanted to include that for you guys here because at this point, although the nail polish is dry nail polish, it's really 95% of the way dry, so it's still a little delicate. And you want to make sure that your nail polish is cured before you put any lotions on or use any water. But for me, since I tend to use my nails as my tools, that other thumb is still really delicate. So although many times I do just go for it and use my thumb, what I also like to do and what I recommend for those of you that are still new to Color Street is to do the last one with a nail file to remove the excess. So same process, I'm just at this point smoothing it out, and then I'm going to kind of fold it over the nail so that I can very gently remove the excess without harming my other polish. Now you can see it's not as clean, so what I'm going to also do is use a nail file to get rid of the extra excess. So let's go grab my favorite type of file, which happens to be a crystal file. I love a crystal file on natural nails because of the fact that you can file in both directions. Now, if you're using more of like an emery board, you should only be filing in one direction. Otherwise, your nails could actually split. All right, guys, now it's time for the big reveal. That's creaking out. What do you guys think? Comment below. Let me know. Is this a color that you'd consider wearing? Now, if you've never tried Color Street before and you'd like to get a free sample, head on over to my Facebook group. I'll put all the information in the description of this video. And if you are ready to shop or browse to see what our full collection is with Color Street, because it's always changing, you can head on over to my online store, which is www.sassygirlnails.com. Thank you guys so much for watching my channel, and if you're not already a subscriber, please click that subscribe button so you'll be notified the next time I upload a video. Thanks again so much, guys, and have a wonderful day.